crypto. Let me just come over here. I got a window up so I can get comments from you guys. I want to make sure that this is muted. And finally, I took time to figure out how to make Go Saint go on here. So we're gonna go make that go live as soon as my video goes live here, and I can mute it. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna we're gonna do this right here with Indigo Saint. Let's get it going. Let's go. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Blackrue investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer? Best believe I was Blackrue investing. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing.
let's go here for now. Hold on. I'm going to remove these. Remove source, add source. Okay, that should have fixed it. Let me know if that fixed it or not. I hate now that they have you click that. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I appreciate that. Okay. What's up, Nerd Up Inc. Marv? What's up, Janet Hayes? Thank you guys for sticking with me while I fix that. Okay. So back to where we were here. Okay. So Federal Reserve here. They're saying that the timeline for CBDCs is somewhere between May and July of 2023. Okay. And there are going to be a couple organizations, because this is going to just be between banks at this point. So US Bank, Exchange Bank, several other payment processors. And now when you see CBDCs, you also have to keep in mind instant payments. They'll do that a lot when they're talking about CBDCs because they know we don't like the word CBDC. Because one of the things you'll notice if you look at this whole entire article, it does not mention the acronym like CBDCs, but it does mention instant payments. So that's another thing to keep in mind when you're hearing about CBDCs. But or in addition to that, since it's going to get started May to July timeframe, we might see a lot of CBDC related cryptos jump off in 2023. So on this note, and the whole thing with the Fed now, right? Cyperium is one of the cryptos we would want to look at. If we come over here to Twitter, we see here that they're literally a service provider of the Federal Reserve, FedNow. So I'll just read this. By joining the FedNow ecosystem, Cyperium will bridge the on-chain and off-chain assets, making seamless transition happen between traditional finance and Web3. Join our cause and become a cyber trooper today. So that's something to look at, and that's one to look at with this crypto. You can see here it kind of popped off once we got that news, went up to about 4 cents, and it's like settled here at 2 cents. One of the things to keep in mind though is this max supply is about 8 billion, which is not too big, but circulating supply is only a little under 1 billion, like a half a billion. So a lot of supply is just sitting there. So they could choose at any moment to kind of dump the supply on people, but of course they've been holding on to it this long, so they seem to not have any need to like dump supply. They're good. They must be good bank wise, but that's something to keep in mind. But just thinking that they're going to be the main service provider for FedNow, like all the money is going to run through their blockchain. This seems like one to have. Okay, so this would be like number one on the CBDC list, and also one of the things I want us to keep in mind that CBDCs may be programmable. So when I'm talking about CBDCs, you may want to hold like Bitcoin and certain different things on a ledger wallet, so that because CBDCs may program us out of money, for all we know, but we know that a lot of money is going to run through these cryptos if they are going to be used for CBDCs. And Cyperium does not make any, like, they're not bashful about it. They mention CBDCs all the time. And they make it known that they're going to be working with FedNow for CBDCs. So now they would be one on our list. And by the way, we can have questions too. So if anybody has any questions, get them ready, and I'll answer those after we go over the CBDCs and then talk about some of the Binance FUD that's going on. Let me just check and see who's in the house here. Whoops, wrong one. RGP CBDC or CP before? Is it trading anywhere else than MXC? I believe it's not trading anywhere else but MXC. It was trading on Liquid, but we know what happened with Liquid, right? It got bought out by FTX, and who knows what's going on with Liquid now. Yeah, it got bought out by FTX, so I don't even know what xt.com is. So really, only place you can buy is MXC. So that's that on that one. And then we're going to move on to which one? Let's say Algorand. I'm really hyped about Algorand. Like, all I hear is good news about Algorand from other different people. Charles Hoskinson, maker of Cardano, always talks glowingly about Algorand. Whenever he mentions some crypto making good moves, he always mentions Algorand. Of course, Algorand is ISO 20022 compliant, and of course, this list is not full because Cyperium is also ISO 20022 compliant, but of course, so Algorand is on this list. They also, we have it right here, have already enacted a CBDC with the Marshall Islands. Okay, so they're already in the game, right? They're one of the fastest cryptos around, like 6,000 TPS. If we were to go search that out right quick, and they're quantum, not hackable. Like, with a quantum computer, you cannot hack Algorand. So there's so much to like about Algorand in the future, and getting it here at 21, 22 cents when it was as high as $2, a nice 10x there. So here you can see different people talking about it being 6,000 TPS. Faster than every crypto except for Radix. So a lot to like about Algorand. And if we look at its price history, like I was saying, it was close to like $2.40. So that's over a 10x sitting at where we're at right now with the 21 cents. A lot to like here. If you had this on Coinbase, I think they do soft staking where they give you like 5.7% APY just for holding it on their exchange. But of course, we're a no keys, no cheese channel over here. So definitely you want to hold on to your keys. So yeah, so that's Algorand. Just a lot to like about Algorand. Then crypto number 3 would be XRP. So XRP, recently we just covered this, right? That where is it here? That Ripple was gaga over carbon credits, and it seems like carbon credits, digital IDs, and CBDCs are kind of hand in hand, because once you have a digital ID and once you have a kind of a CBDC, they can kind of program that and link it all together. So like, for instance, if you use too much carbon for going on a trip or whatever, and you wanted to use your card, your ID card, which probably holds your money on it in a CBDC world, maybe that card does not give you money because you spent too much carbon, because you spent too much energy. Of course, in that type of world, if you had your crypto, your Bitcoin on a ledger wallet or whatever, or on, on Strike or whatever, you could spend as much Bitcoin as you wanted because you have it and you can just, use a QR code and trade Bitcoin with people. And like, so what? Okay, you're stopping me with my ID, my digital ID, but I got crypto, so I can use that money as freely as I want to, and you can't stop me from doing it. So that's keep in mind when we're having this CBDC argument that you're still going to probably want to have some crypto free so that you have autonomy over your own money still. But since the World Economic Forum is pushing this stuff ahead, like, hey, why not go ahead and make money off of it, right? So that's something to keep in mind. See if there are any questions before I go on to the next one. I keep clicking the wrong window. What's up, Anthony Sherman? So, so another thing to note about XRP, and we'll bring it up here, that whole deal with TravelX Bank, that's another example of it. Instant payments, right? They're doing instant payments for remittance payments in Brazil, and we've looked at this a couple times, but it's great to look at it again. Um, it's a freaking $780 billion payments, like 780 billion of payments are sent into Brazil annually with remittance payments. Again, um, this is something that was approved by the Central Bank of Brazil for instant payments. Customers can now send money across borders instantly with very low settlement and without the need to hold pre-funded capital. Like, who doesn't want that, right? But that's just like a step away from CBDCs. Um, and it's things like this that make me think, okay, Ripple's fine. If they're making these type of deals with central banks, Ripple's fine, regardless of way or how this case goes, right? But that's something to note. And supposedly, according to Charles Hoskinson, like we saw on here, if you guys didn't see that video, check it out on Gentlemen of Crypto, um, or check it out on my channel. Um, Supposedly, the case may end tomorrow. He was hearing that it might be over December 12th, or I'm sorry, December 15th, which wouldn't that distract from the whole Binance, from the whole like FTX trial? It would be perfect timing for them to bring something like that out, like to just make the news cycle just forget about FTX and focus on Ripple. I don't know. I'm just putting my hat on, just putting my tinfoil hat on, yo. Um, but yeah, if it can get as high as $3, that's like a 10x there, right? But who knows? Maybe $2. I know that there are not a lot of places in the U.S. where you can buy XRP. Like, I think there's Uphold, there's KuCoin. They kind of make it difficult to get in the U.S. But people are going to bankroll off of XRP. They just are. So yeah, and there's also talk of XRP going public. I think I showed you guys that as well. Let's see, Ripple going public. So I know again, it's Ripple going public, not XRP going public. but what is people's sentiments going to be for that if they actually go public? Like how, like, and all it takes is just a little bit of incentive for them to incentivize that coin, and it's going gaga. And then again, even without the incentive, people's sentiment is going to be so gonzo if they go public. And I think Brad Garringhouse said in May that they would explore. So yeah, May 25th, that they would explore an IPO once the lawsuit ends. So granted, when this case ends, if it ends tomorrow, there will be a pump, and maybe you can take advantage of that pump. Not financial advice, but then if they go public as well, oh man, maybe we see a $5 ripple, $20 ripple. Who knows? I don't know. But definitely Ripple is one to explore with the whole connection to CBDCs, with the whole connection to carbon credits, with the whole connection to UAE and all of these different things. They're definitely one to explore. Um, and then for our final one that we're going to cover today, oldie but a goodie, Stellar. You're like, Stellar Lumens, what? They've been around forever. Why would you think these guys? Now just come over here and look at the price history. So they've literally been around so long that they've seen what, two bull cycles. So in 2017, they got as high as 70 cents. And 2021, they got as high as 65. So sitting down here at 8 cents, we got what? 8 times 10 is 80. So what is that? Like 8x? And I really think, I thought that Stellar went higher than 70 cents in the last bull run. But anyways, it's at least a 10x in my opinion. One thing you may not know is that Stellar is working with the Ukraine for the Ukrainian CBDC. Ukraine CBDC is progressing during wartime. Stellar CEO. So you can say here, Stellar CEO Danielle Dixon says that Ukraine is still developing a CBDC during armed conflict with Russia. Of course it is. Dixon said that the project has seen delays, but she does not know a date by which the CBDC might be launched. So since everything else is launching theirs in 2023, we probably see this one in 2023 as well. But it's crazy to note they're going to have all that freaking money, or maybe money laundering allegedly flowing through the XML Stellar chain, especially since they can't do it on FTX anymore, allegedly. They might have to start doing it on Stellar now. Of course, they also have a deal with MoneyGram in place. Stellar MoneyGram deal. So you can see it here, innovative partnership. We don't have to go like actually look at the article, but 4 very, very goodies, which can be affected by CBDCs popping off and launching here around May to the July timeframe in 2023. So let me see what you guys think. Let me see also if you guys have any questions. All right, so if you guys have any questions, get those up. We're going to go into the next thing, which is we got the Binance FUD going on over here. Let me pop that Twitter out. Where is it? Okay. So if you just go search Binance in Twitter here, I know one thing. Kevin O'Leary, which we know he got paid 15 million from freaking FTX. He's saying that Binance put FTX out of business, not them using customer funds all haphazardly. Binance did it. So let's listen to this right quick. This guy.
Out of business intentionally. Now, maybe there's nothing wrong.
Why do you believe FTX failed?
I have an opinion. I don't have the records. Here it is. These two behemoths that own the unregulated market together and grew these incredible businesses in terms of growth were at war with each other. And one put the other out of business intentionally. Now, maybe there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe there's nothing wrong with love and war. But Binance is a massive, unregulated global monopoly now. They put FTX out of business.
Why do you believe FTX failed?
Now, that's just free.
I have an opinion.
Chris.
I don't have
Now,
the records. Here it is. These two behemoths that own the
guy. I know that you guys here know what's up. You educated people over here, gentlemen of crypto. But a lot of people will listen and be like, "Oh, Kevin O'Leary said that they put FTX out of business." Oh my gosh, not knowing that he was paid 15 million. He shouldn't even be able to talk on FTX, knowing that he got paid by them. I know he said he's going to pay them the money back or whatever, but obviously he has a vested interest. Like, how can he even talk about them? He obviously has a vested interest in them there. So, absolute ridiculousness. And nobody is talking about, quote unquote, the stuff that Sam put out where he was going to basically really hurt crypto in America. So I don't know if you guys checked out my video on that, but if you come on over, I think I did that live. If you come on over, take a look. Scroll down a little bit here. I think, let me see if I did that live. I'm pretty sure I did. Okay. No, I did not do that live. So if you check out this video right here, reaction, Bankless SBF versus Eric Voorhees. So they were having, and this was just before everything popped off, they were having a conversation about the things that Sam, quote unquote, wanted to have happen in the crypto market. And personally, I don't think Sam wrote it because it was written on his Twitter, and it sounded as though when Eric and the guys from Bankless were reminding him of what he wrote, he had no idea. So I personally don't think he wrote it. I don't think he wrote it at all. I think he's just a front man. But anyway, the stuff that he wrote would have kind of made crypto terrible in America, basically. Possibly could have had implications for Binance and other people in America. Like, it basically would have set up FTX as a monopoly for crypto in America. So then CZ went into action, and we got what we got now. So it's very convenient that they're not mentioning that. Absolutely poppycock here. But yeah, and you got countless amount of people just talking FUD about Binance right now. This guy, we've already been over this guy, crypto banter. And his suggestion was like to fire up FTX and, issue another token. Ridiculous. So he continues to try to act like he's neutral, but he's actually supporting Kevin O'Leary. Disgusting. I love this one here. The fact that the Senate called Kevin O'Leary as a witness is a joke. The man support SBF fraud and said he would invest more money with SBF fraud, which is a slap in the face of everyone and of the innocent people SBF fraud harmed along with Kevin. And he blames CZ Binance. Clown. And by the way, this is like, I think this is a guy who, he posts a lot of topics about Ripple, the Ripple SEC case. I don't know if he's their lawyer or not, but he is a legal person and he posts a lot of stuff about that. So I don't know if you guys are aware of all this stupid FUD that's going around. Stellar blockchain was never failed me. XLM and XRP are some of my faves outside of BTC and ETH. Miota as well. I need to check out Miota. The whole Internet of Things is probably going to be very big and highly tied into this whole digital ID, carbon credit, CBDC world. Stellar first coin bought on Coinbase. Back then, I like O'Leary, but nah. LOL, he's sore about it. I despise, I despise O'Leary in this way. Like you're still shilling for them. We know, and you admitted that you had 15 million, that you accepted 15 million from them. Like, how is it he's even talking about them? He shouldn't be allowed to testify. You got paid money for them. Like, how is it that this man is talking on their behalf? That's just ridiculous. In any other trial, in any other thing, that would not be allowed. But it really makes me wonder. Like, a lot of things make me wonder about this whole case. But when you see stuff like this, it's like, okay, it's an obvious shamockery. Also, coming up pretty soon, guys, I'm going to have some about Sam Bankman-Fried and effective altruism. I had no idea that this was like kind of part of what was going on with this. And if you guys have never heard anything about this, basically there's this like almost quote unquote religious movement that Sam Bankman-Fried was involved in called effective altruism. And apparently this gentleman, William McCaskill, was like helping Sam out a lot. Might have been a part of FTX. Like, one of the high members of their whole society was a founder of FTX. So you got this effective altruism religion, quote unquote, being a part of what's going on in FTX. So I'm going to have a Rockfin on this coming up pretty soon with my guy, Bird Dog Crypto. So be on the lookout for that, because I don't think there's some of the things I can really talk about on YouTube with this. So the William McCaskill guy, who's like the leader of effective altruism, was on the Lex Friedman show, and Lex took the interview down. So what's that all about? Somebody else reloaded like the sound from it, but Lex took the interview down. So it just seems like, okay, why you take the interview down, Lex? Who is this William McCaskill guy? I don't know. We shall see on Rockfin. We shall see on Rockfin. I'll get a little bit deeper into it. But yeah, that's been going on. That's been going on. So I don't see that we have too many questions out here. So maybe I'll cover a couple more CBDC related coins. Um, Again, like all of this list of these ISO coins, you can technically say that all of these are involved with CBDCs, especially this XDC coin. I know a lot of people kind of put XDC and Ripple against each other, but they're just working on different areas of the country, or say, because it's global. XDC has this coin on their ledger called WADS Pay. Not sure if you guys are familiar with WADS Pay, but WADS Pay not only has something on XDC, they also have something on Algorand. And if you look at their founders are like who's who of people that would work with CBDCs. Anish Jain, over 15 years, extensive experience with payment companies, worked as vice president, market development with MasterCard, American Express, board member group director, Ram Chaudhry, I think 30 years experience in payments, experience running enterprises in Australia, India, Hong Kong, Singapore, Turkey, Taiwan, UAE. They like just have a who's who of everyone. This guy, GE Capital, Citicorp Finance, SBI Cards, ABN Amaro Bank, and then Khalid over here, Khalid Mohiram. Khalid worked in leadership roles as one of the world's most renowned financial organizations, Arab Financial Services, BPC Banking, Technologies, and FSS, and Swift. So dude worked for Swift, which is amazing. So if we go and look at WADS Pay, and they say if you look at, like, you dig into their coin, they're all about, again, CBDCs. See if we can pull them up here. The ticker is WTK. It's taking a little while to load here. So very low supply, only 250 million. Sitting here at only a cent. So this would be just like a straight under the radar project. They're as high as 35 cents. So sitting here at like a cent, that's like a 25x. Can't quite say that it's 35, right? Because of the 2 there. But like what, 30x if it gets back to 35? And it hasn't even seen a bull run yet, this coin. It hasn't even seen a bull run. So yeah, and one of the places you can get this is only Bitmark, Bitrue, and Amarex. That looks like something that's probably UAE, a UAE exchange. But over here is Bitmark. I don't know if you can use Bitrue in the US or not. Of course, you could with the VPN. I'm not saying you do it, but some people do it. So WASPay is one to watch out for. You in on that LTX? It's on sale for right now. Yeah, I'm still in on LTX or LCX, excuse me. Yeah, they're going to be highly involved in CBDCs. And that reminds me, you just reminded me, Janet, of a whole bunch of different ones also that I needed to cover. LCX, of course, they're members of the World Economic Forum. I've shown you guys that before. Um, they're just dirt cheap right now. And a lot of this might have to be because a lot of people are like, okay, exchange tokens, I'm kind of moving off of that, based on all the things that happen with LCX, or I'm sorry, FTX. But these guys want to rival Binance. They want to do that. And given the fact that they got the World Economic Forum behind them, they probably got the money to do that. So I thoroughly expect these guys to have a blockchain at some point. And I think they're going to do it on Polkadot. Um, I also expect them to have like a kind of a DeFi thing going. They got it kind of, they got an aggregator on there. They call it like Salamander. And this is an exchange you can use in the US, by the way, if you wanted to. They have a license to operate in the US, and I have their exchange. Um, they have an iPhone app, an Android app, and they do sell like Tiamons. We've been all over the Tiamons thing. Definitely check out some of my videos. I'm not going to explain it now too much, other than to say Tiamons are just like diamonds NFTs backed by diamonds, basically. And of course, they're that rich that they can have NFTs backed by diamonds. Of course, they're traded on Coinbase. They said they were going to do something where you could stake LCX, but that hasn't happened just yet. But I definitely believe about them in the future. All exchange coins tend to run on bull runs, but just if we look at where it's been price wise, that it was at 45 cents, sitting at about 3 cents. That's what? That's over a 10x. What's 45? 3 times what? 15? Yeah, I think that's 3 times 15. Yeah, it's 45. So 15x here. Um, and saying that they have a blockchain, saying that they're involved in CBDCs, which I'm sure they're going to be involved in because they have a deal in place with Quant, which I should show you. And we'll also talk about Quant. But let's look at that deal right quick. LCX. Okay. I believe this is from LCX's own press release. As soon as it comes up here, Quant chooses LCX as a partner to enable distributed ledger technology interoperability. And if you come down here and see it, it's right in here, right in black and white. Quant chooses LCX as a partner to enable distributed ledger interoperability. Quant and crypto asset pioneer LCX partnership will further accelerate the progression towards central bank digital currencies. It's like right there. So again, they're going to be knee deep with central bank digital currencies because, of course, World Economic Forum, they're the people who are pushing CBDCs to begin with, right? And since LCX is a member, they're probably going to be right there at the hip with it. And of course, LCX is one of the most regulated exchanges out there because of the whole thing with the World Economic Forum and the European MiCA and all of that stuff. So yeah, I'm still really, really into LCX. And again, they will be very much involved with CBDCs. Quant is another one to look at. Let's keep that LCX right there. Quant's supply, I believe, is lower than Bitcoin, actually. We're getting there. It's loading. little under 15 million, right? So this thing was as high as, I believe it was as high as $1,200 at one point. I might be mistaken. I am mistaken. I am so mistaken. It was as high as $400. So saw one bull run, high as $400. So right here you got a little over a 3x. But considering they want this, they say that they want quant to be kind of the operating system for cryptocurrencies. You can almost think of it as like a chain link, but kind of better. So all of these different CBDC cryptos will probably some way communicate to quant. That's what the kind of the goal is there. And if you want to know like some more information on quant, some more deep information on quant, just come on over here to my videos, scroll on down a little bit, and you'll find it. I think I have it called Quant and CBDCs or something like that. Let me scroll down here. So quant versus Chainlink, that's one. And here we go. LCX partner quant. LCX plus quant plus CBDCs. Bam, right there. So if you want to know some like really deep information on that, go there. But seeing as how they got this limited supply, quant does. And like it's right out here. We just saw the press release. They want an interoperability with CBDCs, and they're working with LCX to do that. So maybe, and we'll go back to our ISO list here. Maybe Quant is the tool these CBDCs communicate. Maybe it is. Maybe it's the crypto that all of those communicate through. So imagine all the type of money that's going to run through there, and how they would inside their token. I don't know, just something to think about. Let me see here. What's up, Courtney Johnson? Hey, Rue, happy holidays or whatever you can call it right now. Thanks. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate the happy holidays. What do you think about Chainlink? I was researching and learning about smart contracts and blockchain oracles. And yes, I think Chainlink is really going to be something, or it's already something. Oracles, like DeFi wouldn't work without oracles. It just wouldn't work. And if you just go look at Chainlink, they have like something like 1,000 cryptos that use Chainlink, right? Imagine if Chainlink had something like the graph, like they implemented the graph type stuff into their oracle. So now you have like data querying where you can just get all the data and query all the data and know everything about what's happening. So imagine now Chainlink using something like the graph on like a metaverse. All the information, like in a like Westworld type way that you can get off of people using Chainlink in that way. And I think eventually that's what can happen. And again, a very low supply here with only 1 billion, like not very low, but low-ish, right? And again, Chainlink also has World Economic Forum ties. It's said allegedly that the World Economic Forum mentioned Chainlink in some type of briefing or some type of meeting like 4 years before the company was even out or something like that. So allegedly. So do with that what you will. But sitting here, went up to 50, and really it's only seen one bull run. went up to 50. Do we possibly see this at 100 next bull run? I don't know, but like even sitting here at over 50, that's like what, an 8x? So Chainlink definitely, it's definitely a good buy. Like everything's such a good buy now. And like I was telling you guys, when like the whole FTX thing popped off, people are just now talking about, oh, the bottom's in. I'm like, it's 15K. You need to, like, you know, not financial advice, but like buying now is like people were buying at like 30K. Why would you not buy now? But like so many people were putting out, oh, it's not the bottom, it's not the bottom. But yeah, if we go to Chainlink right quick, and you just look at all cryptos that use Chainlink, it's something like 1,000, over 1,000 cryptos. Because everybody needs to use it to get DeFi, right? You got to bring that data off chain, on chain. So virtually every crypto uses it. Let's see. Where is it? Is it ecosystem? Or is it community? I just want to see how many people use you. It's in here somewhere. I don't know about staking it though. That's the whole thing. Like Ethereum, they've locked up and you know, they've locked up people's money and they just, oh, we don't know when we're gonna open it up. So I don't know. Like use your own precaution there. I like to show receipts, y'all, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it where I have it in the video though. If you check out the video where I said, I think it was Chainlink versus Quant or something like that. What was that video? Yeah, Chainlink versus Quant. It's in there. So yeah, they got like 1,000 partners. Some cryptos have their own oracles, like Cardano has Charlie 3 as an oracle, but you can still use, I think they still allow it to be able to be used with Chainlink as well. Westworld, LOL. Yeah, it sounded like it was going to have a very high use case across multiple blockchains. Tech just made sense to me. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Which kind of leads me, and this will probably be next week. We'll talk about Web3 cryptos. Let's see. Check out Ocean Token and let me know your thoughts. For sure, Texas, Mike. I think Ocean's pretty good. But yeah, I'll do a deep dive on it. Chainlink, of course, is ahead, but Ocean wants to be this like market for data, which I could see that not being a pretty decent thing. But yeah, let me deep dive on it and get back to you though. I think next week we're due, or not next week, but Saturday we'll do Web3 tokens, because talking about Chainlink, that's kind of a really good segue into the graph and what it does. So we'll talk about that next week and all the different Web3 tokens, because after CBDCs, another thing that the World Economic Forum is pushing is metaverse. So this Web3 conversation is a little bit different than metaverse, even though they're all kind of connected. It's a little bit different in that, okay, we're talking now about decentralized storage, accessing data quickly, and that'll be for next week. I'm holding off a little bit longer. I think we see Bitcoin at 10K early next year. I really need to work on getting these hardware wallets and getting my assets off these exchanges. Yep, I feel you 100%. We're talking random or specific type of coins. Well, we talked early. If you can catch out the replay, Courtney Johnson, we talked some CBDC coins early, about 6 of them. So definitely check the replay for that one. We talked about 6 of them. But yeah, get them likes up, y'all. But I'm open up for questions. I'll stick around for like 3 more minutes for questions, and then Saturday I think we'll talk about Web3 coins. And Ocean will be in that Web3 for you, Texas Mike. Web3 is all about data control. Who controls the data? Who controls the data? All right, so I don't see any more questions. So I'll catch you guys Saturday at 9:30 PST, Pacific Standard Time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Smash up those likes. Please share with everybody. I'm out, guys. Have a good one. Peace.